Hey everybody, Weem here. Welcome to Colonists Survival. This is a game that just released to Steam 2 days ago via early access. I'm going to jump in here and get started really quick in a new world. We're going to call it Weem's First Look. Spawn monsters. You can see we got some other options here. But let's just jump in here and get started. Okay, very interesting start. We're kind of up on a hill. I've jumped into this game a few times and I always start lower to the ground. You can see that all the way out there. Let's go ahead and head down. Now this game is going to look very familiar to you like many other games of this type, but the interesting kind of twist here is that we're actually going to build a colony. We're going to recruit villagers and they're going to do a lot of different jobs for us. In fact, there's things that we need that only they can do for us. We can't do it ourselves, but there's a lot of things we can do ourselves, and so that's kind of cool. We can run around and obviously help defend, we can gather resources, things like that. But let's find ourselves a good spot. I'm going to come down this hill. I want a bit of a clearing and some flat area. And what I want to do first is get a farm down. We've got to get food. It's very important. At the top right, you can see we have 300 food per day. We're not using any yet because we don't have any colonists, but that is going to be a thing. They use 5 a day, I believe. And what I want to do is I actually want to build by water. As far as I know, there is no use for water just yet. It looks like we might have water if we kind of pop through the trees over here. No use for it yet, but I just always like the idea of building by water. It's kind of scenic, right? It looks kind of cool. I may have spotted some over here. Let's keep going. Yeah, this is cool. Now it's not a very big lake, but that's okay. And look at that hill. Ooh, I love having mountains nearby so it's not just flat everywhere. That is very cool looking. Now, this is a bit of a clearing down on this side of the shore, so I think that's what we'll do. We'll run over here, and we really do have to get to work. Man, that sand is bright. So we've got to get a farm down. Now, down on the bottom left, we've got a crown and a banner, and that's actually our number 1 and number 2 slot. We use those a lot, or we're going to use those a lot to get started. Man, that is cool. I actually want to get up there and check that out at some point. We'll go adventuring up there at some point, but we really have got to get started on this food. So first things first, I got the crown selected. I'm actually going to left click out here. We can kind of choose what's going on. Let's go wheat farmer. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to put an area down right now. Here, we're going to drag this out. Pretty big. Let's do 10 by 5. That's fine. So we've got that now, and in the top left you can see unemployed -1. We've got a job that we want done and no villager to do it. So now we switch to the banner tool. We've got to get to recruiting people, and we're just gonna, for now, we can move this around. We're gonna throw it right up here by the beach, and we're going to click it. 5 units per day for a colonist, and you can see that it takes 50 right off the bat. We can afford that. We'll recruit. Oh, I have to put a bed down. Silly Weem. Got to do that first. So let me kind of put the bed down and get him started on this, and then I'll explain some of this stuff. For now, we're just going to stick the bed outside. He's going to be okay with that. Let's see, we can just do this anywhere here. Recruit a colonist. There he goes. He's popped at the banner there. He's going to take a second, and he's figured out, okay, I've got a job to do. Now, I'm going to open up my inventory and explain this as he gets to work as he walks over there. We've got 400 seeds here, and you're going to see those start to disappear. He's actually planting those. That's great. He'll eventually harvest those as well. And we will need a crate for him to put those in. This is the shared stockpile here, this box. Anything in here is anything villagers can use, and whenever they make stuff, it will go into here if they have a crate nearby to put something in. Over here is what we can actually craft based on what's in our inventory. So I can actually make a crate because I've got planks down in my inventory right now. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we're going to go ahead and put a crate just right next to this. So now he can put that in there and it will actually come into our stockpile in here. So cool. We've got him working. That's great because this takes a couple days to get going. And I probably will do another one of these and recruit somebody for that position as well. And we'll probably have a number of fields out here. Okay, I went ahead and laid down another field. Obviously we need a bed, and we can't make one because we don't have straw on us. Not enough straw anyway. There we go. Now we've got a bed. We can put that down here. Just put it next to the other one. And now we can actually recruit another colonist. And he can get to work on the next field here, which is great. Now we're going to need another worker to make, to basically bake this into bread. But we don't want to hire him right now because he'll burn through food and he can't actually make the bread for a while. Not till there's something to be harvested here. Now as the sun goes down, these guys are going to want to sleep and they need to be protected. So let's see, we do have some arrows. I want to make sure these are on me, and I do need a bow. Let's grab this down here, and there is a bow, so that's fine. We need to put that in my inventory. So I am actually good now. I am ready to defend these guys, and on our first night we probably won't have too big of an issue. It's probably just going to be a few of these guys, so I'm going to keep a keen eye out here and wait for them to arrive. But in the meantime, let's look at some other things as well. I would like to have torches, but we actually don't have any coal. Oh, but we start with torches. I forgot about that. We do have some to start. So let's just go ahead and throw one down by the crate here. You can see these are pretty bright. Maybe by the crate wasn't best. The light is blocked over towards the tree here. We'll go ahead and place just one out here, and then one over here a bit. Something like this. So there we go. This is a pretty cool setup. I like being right along the water here. A lot of stuff that we could do here, but like I said, I need to get somebody in here to bake. That's probably the next person I hire once there is wheat to bake. And we can also dig down into the ground. Now we've got tools in here. We can see that we can make an axe and a pick, and those are needed for miners. We actually don't need those ourselves, so we can actually just hold left click and pick up blocks here like so, and I'm going to put that back. Now this is all very simple, right? I'm looking at the textures, very simple. We can just pick up any resource we want like that, very straightforward. But one of the things that kind of excites me about this game, and often other games, is the potential. It's already got this system in place that seems to work very well for villagers, assigning them jobs, and with a stockpile system and everything, you can really get a large colony going. And I imagine down the road that things could get much more complex in a good way, give you a lot more options and everything. So I'm pretty excited about that. Okay, we have our first arrival here. You can see him kind of walking up here. Now, I think what they go for is the banner. I think they're trying to destroy the banner, and if you do that, that is very problematic. Now, it does look like he's going to try to go to the villagers. I don't want to let him get too close. Where are you going, buddy? Are you going around? Is he going to kill? No! I shot him just in time. I guess he was so close the you couldn't even hardly see the arrow, and he slept over on this guy. Are you suffocating? Are you good? No? Alright. This is like a zombie scarf. So anyway, I thought they actually went first for the banner, but apparently that's not the case. But if I actually pick up the banner, what happens is we go into what's called a siege mode, and the number of zombies like greatly increases, and the amount of food that you go through increases as well. I think it's like 6 times as much, something like that. So anyway, we don't want the banner to go down. That could be problematic. If you get it right back up very quickly, you're okay. But anyway, we're just going to kind of make sure things go okay, protect these guys early on. Now later as we go, you can actually make quivers, and then with the quivers, like this guy here, when you place it, that creates a job. And so the next person you bring in, or if there's somebody around without a job, they'll actually go stand at the quiver and they will defend. So you can actually get walls built, put guys up along the walls to defend it. Very cool. Okay, we've got another zombie coming, but the sun's coming up, and there you go, he just collapsed. I was going to say, they don't like the sun, so once it hits them, they go down. You can see these guys getting right back to work, which is great. And last night, there's another zombie back there dead. Last night I started digging. I threw a torch here. You can see I really didn't get very far. The sun was coming up just as I started. Let me switch off the arrows. I don't need to be shooting those. So basically, we can dig down into here and get started on a mine. I want to do that, and I chose this location because I think I'm going to do a wall along here. We're going to build near the water. We'll probably wall in some kind of building in here and then move their beds inside. Well, I've been digging down here, and you can see I've hit this darker stone, and we're not too far down, but this is the bottom layer of the world as it currently stands, and we've got some metal there, and that should be iron. I'm going to go ahead and dig this out a bit more. And to get the metals that you need, currently you have to dig down to the bottom here, and it's found along the bottom of the world. So somewhere in a probably not very big area down here, all the different kind of metals are here. You really don't have to go that far from what I've seen. And then what you do is you basically give somebody the job of a miner. if I go to miner, you can like right click this guy. Now you can see I've created a job right now and I really don't want to, but you do just select one here. I'm going to go ahead and remove that. And this resource is infinitely mineable. It will never run out. So you can assign a miner there, he will gather it, and then as long as you put a crate nearby, that metal will go right into the stockpile. Now, I only dug down to there for now because I wanted some stone, so I figured I would just get that out of the way. We'll go ahead and dig to the bottom, find at least some of the beginner, like right where the resources begin, and we would be prepped when the time comes. But like I said, I'm not hiring anybody until I am ready to hire a baker, which is actually going to be pretty soon. These should be ready by tomorrow. They actually turn yellow, and I think a little bit taller. And we can start picking those up, or these guys will, either way. And we can start making bread. But I also wanted to get down there and get some stone so that we could start putting some walls up. So let's do that. Let's see. I kind of want to run a long wall here, and I think this the entry to the mine will just be right against the wall there. We'll just do something kind of along here. I think that's probably good. And we can build up, so it doesn't have to be, you know, massive. As far as I know, there's no doors. We could put a door frame, you know, just by leaving a 1x2 opening. But that's it. So we're just going to run this to here or so. Skip there. That'll be our entrance right over there. Just kind of lay this out. Very simple for now, just to get the basics down. But obviously, a more defensible place where our workers, our villagers can sleep. And if I were standing here defending, I've just got kind of the one entry point. Now, obviously, I could do walls around, and that would be kind of future project stuff. The longer you play, you could do some really cool big builds. I think it would be great to build like a fort on the side of the hill, maybe at the very top of something, just kind of depends. But yeah, lots of stuff you could do here. I also want to play around with the water a bit. We've got visitors once again coming to join us here. You get out of here. 1 and 2. I don't see anybody else just yet. Oh, there's one in the distance over there. Probably a little hard to see, but you can see I've got the building going here. And yeah, I just thought I would leave this part open because of the lake, a little bit of a window. I think we're probably safe. I'm not sure if there's any more creatures beyond these guys right now. It might just be, you know, this type. I'm not sure. Are you going to walk in the water? These guys do actually go into the water a bit. But anyway, I kind of lined some stone out here, kept the grass just to kind of have a cool little flat spot out here. I did have to dig the grass down a bit. But anyway, we've got the quote-unquote window there, which maintains our view, as I was saying. That was too low. What are you doing, William? Oh, no! I was too busy. Look at these guys. Oh, man. What kind of protector am I? I'm so sorry. This isn't how it was supposed to end for you. So you can see that we now have 2 jobs. A top left, unemployed, -2. 2 jobs being unfulfilled. And now we actually need to bring in 2 people just to refill them. And that's another 50 food each. So very expensive to be losing people. You shouldn't be losing people. I'm so terrible. So we're going to get these guys going. Obviously, they're starting to gather us wheat now, so we can actually start getting some bread made. But we have to have this guy, the oven, in order for them to do that. I wanted to make sure I didn't already have one. I don't. So let's get the oven prepped, but we also have to have a bed for the new person we've got to hire. We need the straw in our inventory so we can make the bed. There you go. And I really should have moved these beds inside already to help keep a better eye on these guys, but what can you do? It's too late now. So let's go ahead and put this here. We can rotate this with R. Do that. So there's a bed. And once we recruit a guy, actually if I put the oven down, once he's recruited, then he will get right to work. So there's that. You can see we have a job unfulfilled. We get to here, recruit. So now this guy's going to go start baking us some bread, which is going to be really good for food. Basically, each one of these wheat stalks or pieces or whatever they are, they account to half a food. If I mouse over them, that's the seed. But you can see the bread, the value is 3. and the actual wheat there is half. So we definitely need bread being made. What I'm going to do next is actually set up another wheat farmer. These guys have this guy is planted pretty fresh. This guy's stuff should be ready tomorrow, and I think I'm going to go ahead and do one more in here. Wheat farmer, just really try and keep this going. Just like that. I do have to make one more bed, and then we'll hire him. I might hire him tomorrow and kind of stagger these. I don't think it really matters that they're staggered, but at least our baker can be busy every day. Let's see, gotta get this bed down. I was like, what am I doing in here? There you go, there's the fourth bed. So we're ready to recruit, and once we do, he'll walk over and get started right away. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and wait on that. I can do it now. It drops us to 34. We're only using 15 a day, so it's not really a big deal. But that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and wait on that. Now, I was starting to do this building like 4 blocks tall, but I decided to go ahead and remove this window and bring it down to this point. So I don't know that I need a roof, really. I don't think that's necessary in the game just yet. But I might do something anyway, or you know, get something started. If I get up here, we can get a good view of this thing here. So I'm kind of thinking I just do something really simple. I could just go around the edge for now as well, just kind of do like one ring like this around and leave the rest open. I don't know. I'm going to play with this a bit. Plus I kind of burned through resources. One of the things you can do is make a forester. And basically you take the saplings. I have one in my inventory right now. I'll put this up here. As long as you have saplings and you have an axe, they will, you can actually designate an area and they'll plant the saplings. I haven't experimented beyond that. I assume they cut the trees down eventually to gather the wood and then replant. But I have not experimented, as I said. I haven't tried that myself. So anyway, that's something that I'd like to try at some point. Time to wake up and get back to work. Everybody's kind of filing outside here. I went actually ahead and planted a bunch of wheat myself that I would just go ahead and harvest. No worker is going to come deal with this at all because it didn't drag down an area for it, but I didn't want to hire somebody immediately for that either. I've already set this area up for that. So anyway, we're back at work. This guy here on the middle farm is gathering this stuff up, so we're making more bread, which is excellent. And I think at 75, I think I may go ahead and recruit in the next guy to get some more of that going. Welcome aboard. Yep, he's got his green farmer shirt on. There you go. Head on into the field here. This one here is yours. You can get right to work on this one. So I think we're doing okay on food. Obviously, we're in the red. You know, we were getting pretty low. It just jumped up to 33 from 24. So we're gonna get that going as more of this comes in and he makes more bread. We're gonna do okay. So that's gonna be great. Once they really get this going, I think we can worry a little bit less about the food. But for now, we're trying to get caught up a bit. Once we do have that going, what am I doing next? We've obviously got the baker, which is great. What do I need? Probably we have a workbench. Where is the workbench? I thought we started with a workbench. Let's see. This is it here. We need planks. So I have used all of the planks that I had, but I've also got some more wood. This does look like dirt, but it's a log template, and planks require 4. Or it makes 4 anyway, so we can go ahead and spam through those, get that down here. Now that we have planks, we can actually make the workbench. But if we place the workbench, that's another job. That goes down, and we can actually, can we do that with this guy here? You can see that this has infinite baking right now. It just says to keep doing it. Keep making as much as you can. Well, the workbench is similar, except it has a lot of different things that can be made. So anyway, if we put that down, it is going to want somebody to kind of get on it, although, having said that, it's not too big a deal, right, to go ahead and put it down now. For example, we could put that in here. We could have the workbench inside, something like that. Now, it does say we are short a job, but that's also not that big a deal. It doesn't affect us, as far as I know, negatively. It just is letting us know that we have a job that no one's doing right now. But we are ready for it. Let's look at our food. It's 56. It is climbing. Granted, these guys have basically run out of the seeds now. How do I get seeds? I'm not really entirely sure. Maybe I actually get seeds by gathering up grass and everything. So I may actually go through and chop a bunch of this out just to see if I get some more. Okay, that was my bad, wasn't it? I was like, alright, let me start gathering some of this. I looked down at my inventory. Oh, I've got a bunch of the seeds right now. That's my problem. We've got that figured out. There we go. Sorry, guys. I just wanted to borrow those real quick. You understand. These guys don't really have much to do right now, and I do have the unassigned job of the workbench. So what I could do is actually come into here and remove this area because this is planted. And this guy should, you see he put on a different shirt here, he should go in and start working on the workbench. Let's actually sprint ahead of him here, and we can right click this guy. And here's the different things. So we've got planks and quivers, torches, stuff like that. As we scroll through here, there's a lot of different things that he can get to work on, and so that's going to help a lot. We'll kind of get out of his way. One of the things we need to do is make sure he has a crate to put things in, so let's go ahead and craft one here. And what I think he did was, I think he walked in and made something and is having to walk all the way out, there you go, to the crate, and he puts the thing into the crate, and as he tries to come walking back in here. Now, I probably should put a door just right here for access for those guys to just easily walk straight in. From farming, but it's probably not that big a deal. It's mostly this guy taking a long route around. Now you can see he's kind of working on the pick right now, and fortunately he has the crate here, so he can just drop that right in there. He doesn't have to walk out. I didn't think of that when I put it down. Now additionally, what I can do is once this wheat is ready to roll, I can actually go in there and just pick up the bench, and then he would have nothing to do, and he'd reassign himself back out to the farm. I believe this is like you get an indicator that he can't make something like that, and he kind of ends up skipping that. I'm not entirely sure, but he will roll through that list in there, which is set with a number of default things. We can run back in there and like take a peek at that really quick. I'm trying to go through these different things. So let's see, like we don't have, the linseed oil requires flax, so we don't have any. But we can change some of the limits here too. For example, I want a bed around, always one ready to go, always a crate just ready to go, sure, why not. Bow, yeah, it's probably good to have maybe like 5 torches made. He doesn't have coal right now. We'll probably have to go get coal for him. Quiver, we're not quite ready to hire somebody for that just yet, so I think those limits are all pretty good right now. These guys are about to crash and go to sleep, so we're going to go into defense mode, but I do need to get down there and dig around and find some coal, and then we can actually pick up some coal ourselves. That's something I didn't show you before, is that you can gather these resources yourself, but some of the higher ones like gold and everything take a while. This is iron here, so this isn't too bad. You can see us picking that up. This I think is gypsum. I think that's what that is. Oh, this is clay. Cool. This is actually pretty new. Clay is a new resource as of I think yesterday. So anyway, what I probably want to do is dig around here a bit and find some coal. It's used for torches and stuff. Is that what this is here? This might be coal for us right there. Yeah. So anyway, we're going to get down here. We're going to get some resources to kind of just make sure it's in the stockpile, but you get the idea. Well, I think that's going to just about wrap things up for me here. I didn't want to keep you guys too long on this. I just wanted to show you what the game was about, what it looked like, give you an idea for how it plays. Additionally, I wanted to get an idea of whether you guys would like to see more of this. I'm going to be playing it more for sure. I've got some build ideas. I would like to make like kind of a cool big fort and some other buildings as well, because these guys can really be anywhere. The workbench being there, you could separate these guys into their own buildings. There's all kinds of stuff you could do. I think we could get a pretty cool setup going on here. This game is multiplayer as well, so I definitely want to check that out. There's a lot of stuff to do here, and I'm hoping you guys are interested in seeing more. We'll see how it goes in this video. If you guys are letting me know that you would be interested, then this is definitely something we can do more of. So, whoa, you just scared me. I almost shot you. I don't think I can shoot you guys, right? Okay, phew. So anyway, you guys let me know if you'd like to see more of this. I could definitely bring it to the channel. And otherwise, I want to thank you guys for stopping in as always. I appreciate it. And I hope to catch you next time. Oh, hold on. One more thing. Almost forgot. I wanted to go to the top of the hill and get the view from up here. So let's check this out. It looks like there is a different tree up here. I did notice in crafting, there's two different kinds of wood you can make planks from. So I assume these are the two different kinds. You can see that guy here versus this guy here. What I wanted to do was get up to the point where there weren't trees, and I didn't know if that was a view distance thing. Maybe they're going to pop in, but it did look like the top of the mountain was kind of pure dirt. So I'm going to go ahead and hop my way up here and see if I can find that point. I know I'm getting up here pretty high already. Here it is. That is very red. Let's take a peek down. There you go. We can see our place all the way down there. Very cool. So we're almost to the top. Just a little bit farther. I don't know if I would like to build a house on this terrain. This is very, very red. Like a red grass. Let's go ahead and hop backwards here. You can see, there we go. We're about to lose our lose our place in the distance. But we were just about at the top. Oh, look at this. It's like a, oh, wow. There's a whole mountain back here. Check this out. Let's dig some of this up. On top of the world achievement. What do we get? Snow. Wait, what did that say? Knows what? Knows nothing. What a great reference. Alright, for real this time, we're going to go ahead and cut out of here. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later.